What if you could have everything you ever desired? Money, power, pleasure, fame. What if all of it was handed to you on a silver platter, and all you had to do in return was sign away your soul? Well, that's exactly what happens in today's video. So let's dive right into it. Meet Faust, a brilliant but lonely scholar who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. Despite his vast intellect and worldly possessions, he feels an overwhelming sense of emptiness and despair. One day, while contemplating his own mortality, he comes across an ancient book that speaks of a way to cheat death and achieve immortality. According to the book, all he has to do is make a pact with the devil and exchange his soul for unlimited power, youth, and pleasure. Intrigued but hesitant, Faust seeks out the author of the book in hopes of getting more information. But the author merely laughs at his naivete and tells him that it's too late for him to turn back. Faust is left with more questions than answers and decides to take his own life. As he lies on the cold, hard floor, barely clinging to life, a shadow figure emerges from the corner of the room. It's Mephistopheles, a demon who offers Faust a deal. In exchange for his soul, he will grant him everything he desires: youth, pleasure, power, fame. Overwhelmed with grief and despair, Faust accepts the offer without hesitation. And in an instant, he is transformed. He feels like a new person filled with vigor and vitality. His skin is smooth and flawless, his muscles are toned, and his eyes sparkle with mischief. The demon explains that he is now immortal and will never have to worry about death again. He can have anything he wants, whenever he wants it. All he has to do is swear allegiance to the devil and serve as his vessel on earth. Excited to start his new life, Faust throws himself into experiencing all the pleasures the world has to offer. He indulges in fine dining, drinks, beautiful women, fast cars, and expensive clothes. He uses his newfound powers to manipulate and control others, taking great pleasure in their fear and admiration. For a while, life is glorious. Faust finds himself surrounded by adoring fans and loyal followers who idolize him and do his bidding. He becomes the most powerful and influential person in the world, feared by all and respected by many. However, as time goes on, the novelty of these pleasures begins to wear off. Faust finds himself becoming more and more bored and disillusioned with his immortal existence. The cheers of his fans no longer reach him. The taste of fine food and drink becomes bland and meaningless. Even the company of beautiful women fails to satisfy him. Faust finds himself isolated and alone, despite being surrounded by people who adore him. He realizes that in his quest for pleasure and power, he has forgotten what it means to be human. He has lost his sense of purpose and meaning in life. Unable to bear the weight of his existence any longer, Faust tries to end his life, but it's no use. His immortal body simply won't allow it. No matter how much he tries, he can't escape the torment of his existence. In his moment of desperation, he calls out to the one who granted him this so-called gift, the devil himself, Mephistopheles. The demon appears before him, amused by Faust's predicament. He reminds Faust of their bargain and tells him that there is no way out of it. Faust's soul is now his, and he will never escape his grasp. Faust is left to face his eternal damnation, realizing that he has only himself to blame for his fate. He traded his soul for fleeting pleasures, and now he must pay the price. And that, my friends, is the tragic tale of Faust, a story of ambition, despair, and the corrupting nature of power. Remember, just because you're gifted something that seems too good to be true, doesn't mean it actually is. Until next time, stay curious and stay grounded.